Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is still Saturday, May 23rd, 2026. This is Truth News. I'm Walter Bass, and the Kabooki Theater Show goes on. As the worst reality show in the history assembles its cast of creatures back on Pedophile Hill for an emergency meeting, basically, these are desperate attempts at distractions away from the truth and the facts, which are we live in the world's largest child sex trafficking organization on planet Earth. Before I get into that, let's read the First Amendment, as we always have to do in the United States of America, to remind our government that this is the law. Suits and ties, miniskirts and blouses, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, alcoholics, pillheads, addicts are not the law. This is the law. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances, which, as always, is the entire premise of these YouTube videos being made. It is a redress of grievances against the satanic cabal of child molesters, whether it be Congress, the presidential cabinet, the president himself, judges, U.S. attorneys, attorney generals. The list goes on and on and on. It's well known around the world, from Iran to Idaho, that the United States government is a satanic cabal of child molesters. That's it. That's the truth. So literally, there's so much material for me to cover. I have 3 shows already written up. I didn't write them. They wrote themselves. These demonic creatures with their actions and behaviors, and then the fact that they always run to a camera or microphone to show the world how stupid they are. It is hard to condense so much stupidity in 30-minute clips on YouTube every single day, when I could do 2-3 hour shows on the ignorance and stupidity of these demonic creatures, literally creatures. So the U.S. government has the absolute worst scriptwriters in theater. I'm not even exaggerating this. Whoever is writing this script for the Kabooki Theater of Pedophile Hill, that, let's do this for a distraction, and let's say that, and let's do this for a distraction. This is nonsensical. It is really nonsensical. It doesn't even come close to making any type of logical sense whatsoever. Everything they do, everything they say is just ridiculous. I can't even hardly listen to these people anymore. Literally, I can take about 5 to 10 seconds of whether it's James Comer, Tim Burchett, Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, I don't care who it is. 5 to 10 seconds of this ignorance is about all my brain can take, and I feel IQ points being stripped away from me, and I cannot listen to these idiots any longer. So it's like, small doses, very, very small doses of these demons. And you can find better writing and actors in any small town public theater. And I legitimately mean that. You can go to a community theater in any small town in America. Fayetteville, Arkansas, name a small town anywhere. And go to the community theater, and you are guaranteed to see better writing and better actors than you're seeing on Pedophile Hill right now. The nonsense. We obliterated Iran. Their Navy's gone. Their leaders are gone. The Air Force is gone. The radar's gone. But they're shooting down our planes and the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Make that make sense. So let's invade Cuba. Let's invade Cuba. Make that make sense. We're going to steal Venezuela's oil and we're going to steal Iran's oil because we've ran out of children to sell here in America. We have no resources. We have no manufacturing. We have no factories. You see, we built our country up on child trafficking. That was the foundation of our economy. selling stolen children around the world. That was the entire premise of the United States of America for decades. And now we've sold out. So now they're trying to rob other countries to find something to sell because they're desperate. Because we have no economy. It was propped up on the blood of babies all these years, all these decades. You can go back to my YouTube channel. It is thoroughly documented. The Safe Family Adoption Act, confidentiality laws, CPS, the FBI, the Epstein files, on and on and on. For decades, the United States government has been using children to generate money, selling them around the world. And now they've sold out. So now they're desperate for another resource to sell. We don't have any. Our oil's no good. We don't refine our own oil. We don't have the equipment. We've never upgraded anything. We don't upgrade our roads. We don't upgrade our water system. We don't upgrade our electrical system. No, but we upgrade the politicians' pockets. We upgrade their bank accounts. We upgrade their interior decorating wherever they live. We upgrade their homes. We upgrade their cars. We upgrade their wardrobes. Yeah, they get upgrades. But we, the people, we get nothing. So I've seen junior high school plays with better writing and actors than the U.S. government has going on right now. I'm not joking. It is unbearable to try to watch these people and to see how desperate they are to sell lies. They are desperate. The Lindsey Grahams, the James Comers, the Mike Johnsons, the Pete Hegseth. You can just see the desperation when they speak. Like, please believe me. Please believe me. I just want you to believe me. It is so desperate and diabolical and demented. It's nails on a chalkboard. It really is. And you know, Candace Owens says it's all fake and gay. And I'm going to be honest. A sitcom is fake and gay, but at least it's entertaining. You know how you know when a sitcom, like the older sitcoms, like Mad About You or Frasier or My Two Dads, fake and gay, fake and gay, fake and gay. But at least it entertained you. At least it, had something you could kind of chuckle at, or at least it took your mind off of things. This is not fake and gay. This is nonsensical, ignorant unreality. Unreality is what this is. I mean, I've gotten more substance out of Perfect Strangers with Balki Bartokomous than I ever have out of the United States president and the cabinet he has put in place, the regime. The Laura Loomers, Scary Larry. Are you kidding me? Who is giving this demon a camera and a microphone, and why? Why would you broadcast Scary Larry across the United States of America? Why? That's what I don't understand. Why would you broadcast Lady Graham all across America? Do you realize how the world is looking at us right now? You see, these people, the Lady G's, Lindsey Grahams, the Scary Larrys and Laura Loomers, the Pete Kegsbreath, Mr. Alcoholic, the cross-eyed Cash Patels, pedophile punk Donald Trump. You see, all of these people are what the world sees when they look at America. Do you know how these demons are making us look as U.S. citizens, as Americans, as intelligent, disciplined, hardworking, honest people? Do you know how bad Todd Blanche, cross-eyed Cash Patel, Pete Kegsbreath, pedophile punk Donald Trump, do you realize how bad the world thinks of Americans right now? Because they think we're all like Trump or Kegsbreath or cross-eyed Cash or Todd Blanche. That's what they think all Americans are like. It's just, it is embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's a disgrace. It's a dishonor. These people should not be allowed in public, let alone in public service. I mean, these people need to all be shipped out on Little St. James and dropped off with no way to leave. Just drop them from a helicopter a little bit above the ground, 10, 20 feet. Give them a little bouncy thing to land on, a little bouncy pad, maybe a trampoline, whatever. Just fly them over and drop them on Little St. James and fly off. Maybe we'll leave a camera crew there so they can think they're participating in reality. Like they did Donald Trump's dad. When he had dementia so bad, they set him up a fake office with a fake phone where he called the same lady all the time and pretended he was doing something. Maybe we should do that for the entire United States government. Let's just take all of Congress, the cabinet, the president. Let's take all of these demons, these creatures, these ignorant, incompetent idiots, and let's just stack them all on Little St. James. We'll even fly in supplies once every 2 weeks. We can drop off a case of bourbon. We can make sure they have plenty of cocaine and pills. We can make sure they have plenty of alcohol. We'll give them all the wardrobe they want. These people are destroying America as we know it. It's done. It all revolves around they can't stop touching children. They just can't. That's what all this is about. Iran, Venezuela, Cuba, all of this. ICE, the tariffs. It was never about money. It was about distractions. It was about trying to make us look over here, while over here they do all their little nasty stuff with kids. Everybody look over this way while we're over here with all the kids doing nasty, vile, heinous acts, crimes against humanity. It's despicable. And, I call this Kabooki theater, and that's what it is. It's Kabooki theater. And honestly, I saw a headline yesterday, I believe. The next distraction is that Iran threatened Ivanka Trump. Nobody wants that piece of molested trash. Your daddy molested you, Ivanka. The whole world knows. We've seen it. We've seen your face in the interviews when you visit your little childhood bedroom. Yeah, we've seen the memories flood across your face when you looked at your bed and thought back to all the times Daddy Trump molested you in that bed. You're a molested, worthless bag of flesh that nobody wants. Nobody wants you. You got more plastic in you than Barbie, Ivanka Trump. Iran doesn't care about you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of you godless, soulless bags of flesh. We don't care. We would prefer you just shut up and go away. All of you. Just shut down the cameras, shut down Fox News, shut down the Congress. Just shut up and go away. We the people don't need you. We don't want you. We don't like you. You have done nothing but betray us, betray our country, betray our children, commit crimes against humanity, against we the people and our children. You are the world's largest domestic terrorist on planet Earth. It's not Iran. It's not Kuwait. It's not Saudi Arabia. It's not Russia. It's not China. No government treats their own citizens worse than the United States government. The gaslighting, the manipulation, the trafficking, the fake truth and justice and liberty for all fake lies. The betrayal of our Constitution right here, the Constitution, these are the laws. And you defy these laws, break them. The blaspheming of God you do every single day. Got the audacity to read from the Bible while you rape, murder, and sell children and laugh and lie about it. Making billions and trillions of dollars, stealing all of our money, stealing all of our children. And you're saying what a bad regime Iran has. How bad Xi Jinping is. I seen a lot of kids when Trump landed in China. Did you see that? Did you see all those children when Trump landed in China? Show me in America where you can gather that many children. Show me in America where you can gather that many children. You can't. You can't. Most of our children have been molested. have been psychologically abused, mutilated with transgender surgery, shipped off to foreign countries for slave or sex labor? Yeah, I will pull up the Georgia Senator Nancy Schaefer. We'll run through her testimony real quick. I got time. We'll pull this video up one more time. And we'll play.
I can get $150 the same day I requested. Download Grant Cash Advance from the App Store today.
I hate these videos, these commercials, propaganda.
In 2007 allemaal een aerial to laser. Well, my name is Nancy Schaefer, and I'm from the state of Georgia in the United States. And thank you for your gracious invitation to join you tonight. And thanks to all of you who have made this incredible World Congress of Families #5 in Amsterdam possible. It's a privilege for me to join you tonight and to be with you in some pro-family policy here. I will share with you on the unlimited power of Child Protective Services.
Let's pause right there. Unlimited power of Child Protective Services. You know why? Because Child Protective Services is the world's largest child sex trafficking organization on planet Earth, owned and operated by the United States government, protected by the intelligence agencies, local and state law enforcement. You go ahead and try to report child sex trafficking in the United States of America. See what happens.
I served in the Georgia State Senate. And after 4 years of viewing the ruthless and unsparing actions of Child Protective Services, also called CPS, which I will use tonight, I wrote a scathing report entitled "The Corrupt Business of Child Protective Services." Thank you. The report cost me my Senate seat.
She lost her Senate seat for speaking out against crimes against children conducted by the United States government. This was in 2007, ladies and gentlemen. This is nearly 20 years ago, but I digress. Let's go on.
Here's some copies of the report, if you'd like to get one. However, there are causes worth losing over.
There are causes worth losing over. I've lost my child. I've lost my home. I've lost all my property. I've lost years of my life, 3 years living in a car. I didn't lose it. It was taken from me as retaliation because my government sells stolen children and lies about it. And got the audacity to say I have mental health issues while they rape, murder, sell, and eat children. Cannibalism. Kabooki theater. All Kabooki theater. Fake and gay, incompetent, ignorant, but I digress. Let me go on.
And this is one. I'm going to talk about some of the problems and then some realistic, maybe, solutions for families and children, and maybe look to some steps that we can take. This is not to say that there are not those children in wretched situations who need to be removed. There are, and we all agree. But tonight, I'm talking about those children removed from their homes intentionally for profit. Children are seized unnecessarily from their families due to the federal aid created in 1974 entitled the Adoption and Safe Families Act.
1974, the federal government began sex trafficking United States children, American children. 1974, with legislation. That is 50 years, half a century. That is a genocide of children. 50 years of raping, murdering, and selling children and getting money for it. And we've sold out of children. That's why we're in Iran, Venezuela, attacking Cuba. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Nobody's supposed to know that we live in the world's largest child sex slavery industrial complex. However, the whole world knows. There's not enough distractions to make this go away.
It offers financial incentives to the states that increase adoption numbers. To receive the adoption incentives or bonuses, local CPS must have more children. They must have more merchandise to sell. Funding is available when a child is placed in a foster home with strangers or placed in a mental health facility and medicated, usually against the parents' wishes.
Medicated. Look what they've done to our children. Stole them, sold them, medicated them, molested them, trafficked them for money, 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 money.
Parents are victimized by the system that makes a profit for holding children longer and bonuses for not returning children to their parents. This is abuse of power. It is lack of accountability. And it is a growing criminal political phenomenon spreading around the globe. Oftentimes, but not always, poor parents are targeted to lose their children because they do not have the wherewithal to hire an attorney or fight the system.
And let me stop right there. I have fought this system legally. I filed claims for damages. I have filed federal casework across this country with every politician from Washington, D.C. to California. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Kevin McCarthy, Mike Johnson, Ro Khanna, Thomas Massey, Robert Garcia, Tom Cole, Mark Wayne Mullins, James Lankford, on attorney generals from Drummond here in Oklahoma to Rob Bonta in California, U.S. attorneys, Adam Gordon. I have gone all the way through everything I could possibly do. I currently just filed a federal lawsuit in the U.S. courts in Riverside County, citing these exact crimes against humanity, violation of my constitutional rights, my civil rights, and for 5 years of child sex trafficking my son, if he's even still alive. If he's even still alive. And this all goes together. The Kabooki Theater, Iran, Venezuela, Cuba, this whole show, Ivanka Trump being threatened by Iran, nonsense. It's all fake and gay. It's all lies. It's all distractions because the United States government can't keep their hands or dicks off of children. Period. Full stop. But I digress.
Poor and lacking proper housing does not mean your children should be removed. CPS has redefined poor to mean psychologically inferior. Therefore,
let's stop right there. Psychologically inferior. See, that's the psyops, the modus operandi for the United States government. They think they are so smart with their wordplay and their legislation and these fancy ways of saying things, which is just another way of deception. It is all deception. Every bit of it. Psychological warfare. And that's why my government continues to attack me to this very day. 1,717 days of being attacked. Domestic terrorism inflicted upon my family because I'm not psychologically weak at all, by no means. And I've got discipline. And I've got faith in God. And I got my health. And I don't do drugs or alcohol or pills. And I refuse to. Despite them trying to force me, trying to medicate me against my will. Midwest City Police Department kidnapping me, putting me on a mental health hold, trying to force medication into my body. It's my body, my choice. If that's good enough for a woman to murder a child, it's good enough for me not to put drugs in my body. Yeah, Midwest City Police Department kidnapping me, human trafficking me under the guise of mental health for reporting child sex trafficking. But I digress.
It is in the best interest of the child to be removed. Best interest, of course, has also been redefined at the child's expense. It has been reported over and over that 6 times as many children die in foster care than in the general public.
6 times. The United States government murders 6 times as many children as all U.S. citizens. Yeah, that's a fact. This is 2007. This is 20 years ago.
A child is legally kidnapped and placed in official safety.
Kidnapped.
The child is far more likely to suffer abuse, including sexual molestation and or rape. Case workers and social workers are often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy evidence, and they seek wrongly to terminate parental rights while being protected by state immunity.
And I'm going to stop it right there. I could go on, but we try to keep these at 30 minutes. That is Georgia Senator Nancy Schaefer. And you heard everything she said. The same thing I've been saying for 1,717 days. My son was kidnapped and violently sexually assaulted by State Judge Kelly L. Hansen. And this Kabooki theater show, this cast of demonic creatures who call themselves public servants of the United States government are nothing but child rapists, murderers, thugs, thieves, addicts, punks, scumbags, all of them. Kidnapping parents, putting them on mental health holds so you can stick dicks in 7-year-old little boys. Way to go, Midwest City. Way to go, Midwest. Way to go, Oklahoma, Colorado, California. Good job, guys. Everybody's so adamant to stick dicks in little boys. I don't understand. When did law enforcement top priority become sticking dicks in little boys? When did that happen? So, and I've got a show here I could do. I've got another show back here. This is about capitalism being exploited for control. I got a show on Deals for Donald is Death to America. I could go on and on and on, but for the attention span of the audience, I try to keep these shows at 30 minutes because I know it's hard for people to maintain a attention span of longer than 30 minutes, to be honest with you. And as always, we're going to close with a Bible verse. I got to look this up, the exact quote, because I never want to get the Bible wrong. I believe it's going to be Matthew 26:40. Let's take a look and see. Matthew 26:40. And basically it's the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I know that's the verse, but I want to get it exactly right. Let me see. No. $26.41. So, and I want to reiterate this. This is what the United States government hates. See, you're allowed to believe in God in America, but not more than the government. Don't you dare give your life to Jesus Christ. You can give it to capitalism. You can give it to attention, greed, lust. You can give your life to anything in America. Any addiction you want. Any little thing you want. Just not Jesus Christ. You cannot serve a God greater than the United States government because they take offense in that. You see, these demons think they are some sort of God. Because they will just come and kidnap you, put some handcuffs on you, and traffic you through all these different state agencies for money. And they don't like people who believe in Jesus Christ, who don't bow down to them. But I digress. Right here, it's going to be Matthew 26:41. Keep watching and praying that you may not enter into temptation. Keep watching and praying that you may not enter into temptation. No, where did it go? I'm sorry, I lost my page. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You see, Jesus knew right then, keep watching and waiting that you may not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You see, that's why my discipline is the foundation of my life. That's why the Word of God is the foundation of my life. Because I know if I don't get up and go to that gym every day, I'm going to become mentally weak and susceptible to sin. I know if I don't get up and go to work every day, I'm going to become susceptible to sin. I'm going to do things that the flesh wants to do. If I don't fast every month, the flesh will take charge of me and my spirit. Because you're either a spiritual being or you're a fleshly being. You choose one or the other. You cannot be both simultaneously. Either the spirit leads you or your flesh leads you. And we all see what the flesh will get you into. You can go out here and look. Look at these scumbags. Look on TV. Turn on Fox News. You want to see what the flesh will get you? Turn on Fox News. Look at Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld and Laura Ingraham. That's what the flesh will get you. Go ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that I've had a bit of a rant today, I wanted to do this because of the Kabooki Theater show being called back to Pedophile Hill. So I wanted to get some content out on that. Obviously, I have more shows written up. Will not do another show till tomorrow. I'm not going to do 3 in a day. It's a little extreme, a little excessive. And there's only so much of this evil I can tolerate in one day. I got to maintain my spirituality, my faith. And I can't just be feeding into evil all day long with the United States government. So, ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I will see you all tomorrow.